Welcome to Envisioned Broadcasting Radio, your station for empowerment, music, and talk radio. EB Radio presents Empower Hour with Jaresha. A show that shares the stories behind the journeys of leaders, influencers, and motivators. The Empower Hour with Jaresha begins now.
Hello, amazing people. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. I am your host, Jaresha Moore Smith, and I am super excited to be on the show today. If this is your first time listening to the show, as I said, I'm your host, Jaresha Moore Noun Smith. Yay! I am a best-selling author, owner, and founder of Empower on Purpose, LLC, where we provide personal and professional development, coaching, consulting services, and leadership training. I am a John Maxwell coach, speaker, and trainer, and I am the owner of Envisioned Broadcasting or EEB Radio. So I am super excited to be on the show today just to talk to you all of the amazing people all over the world. I don't have a guest today on the show, and typically I have an amazing guest every week that comes on the show and shares their journey and story behind their success. And so we are actually working on getting a really amazing lineup of guests ready for y'all for 2021. My goodness, I almost said 2020. So 2021, and I'm just going to go ahead and claim it. I'm going to decree and declare that 2021 is going to be the year for growth. So this year, 2020, I said at the very beginning of the year, of course, before the year just kind of went to, we're just going to say, went straight to wherever it went with the lack of we're just going to leave it there. So prior to everything that happened and went down in 2021, I said this was going to be the year for growth and success, and it was definitely the year of all kinds of foolishness and mess and just a year of crisis and just so much. So I can honestly say, though, that even though this year has been kind of crazy for so many of us, I have grown this year. My businesses have grown, and I have seen so much growth in y'all. You guys are really showing up and showing out with your businesses, starting these businesses, launching. I've seen all kinds of authors, books being launched and all of that. I've seen all kinds of events. And so I'm really excited and, super excited for all of the amazing things that I have seen come across my social media. So, yeah, 2020 has been interesting, but we are still showing up and showing out. So today I just want to talk about it. It's November, and maybe you're thinking, okay, what now? It's November. We are in the last quarter of this crazy year, and we are, probably all wondering, like, what now? What for the rest of the year? We want 2021 to be amazing, but let me just say this, so this November, which we're only a few days in, and I will tell y'all, I am not ready to start bringing in the holidays. So I've seen a lot of people that couldn't wait. Like as soon as November 1st, happened, they are ready with Christmas music and holiday music and decorations and all of that. And let me just say this. I love all of that, but let me tell y'all, I refuse. I refuse to do all that a few days in. I need some time. I need some time. I love the season, but I'm not ready to start all the decorating and the festivities. I'm not ready. So I had someone ask me, like, what are your plans for Thanksgiving? And I'm thinking, wow, like that's right around the corner. I'm not ready, y'all. I really, from a holidays perspective, I really just want to wait. I'm like, let's wait. I'm not ready to roll out the decorations and, bring out all of the the Christmas tree and Christmas music and all of that. I really want to wait until the end of the month. So I'm not motivated. I'm not motivated for all that yet. Are y'all motivated for that? Because I am not motivated for all of that. But it really gets me to thinking because I feel like that's really, a good empowerment, an empowerment moment because we start at the beginning of the month and we're ready and we're excited and then by the end of the month that goes down the drain really really fast. Now for me, yes, I'm saying that I'm not even starting the month motivated because I'm like, let's wait. Like I feel like we're starting to celebrate earlier and earlier, and mind you, I love celebrating. I love celebrating. I guess I'm just not ready to roll out the stuff yet. And I think it's because of all the work that has to be, that goes into it. But speaking of work, let me tell y'all what today's empowerment quote is. Today's empowerment quote is, I never dreamed about success. I worked for it. That is so good. And I truly feel this deep down because this this four letter word is out here making people level up, get their minds right, and they're making boss moves. This four-letter word has made me start doing things that I thought I would never do. The four-letter word is work, 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 y'all. Work, work, work. I have never, ever, ever, ever in my life gotten up at 4 a.m. except when I used to work a job where I had to be at work at 5. So literally I would roll out of bed at 4 a.m. That was way back in, even before, I think like I was in my early 20s. Now, fast forward 20 some years, and your girl is waking up every single day at 4 a.m. with a purpose. I need y'all to come on with it. 4 a.m. with a purpose. I don't think y'all heard me. I am getting up at 4 a.m. every single morning. And it's not that I'm going to roll out of bed like hitting the snooze button and really trying to just get myself together. When I tell you I am 4 a.m., the alarm goes off. I am up like, yes, let's get the day started. I am getting up every single morning to work on my goals and dreams and my businesses. And let me tell y'all, that I really want to share with y'all why all of this started. So we know how we get on. For me, it was like looking up YouTube and, you're doing your research on different billionaires and millionaires and how they their morning routines and all of that. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to do a little bit of research because I just want to see for myself, what the routines look like for the millionaires of the world, the billionaires. Like, what does Oprah Winfrey's routine look like every single morning? And so I did some research. I watched several YouTube videos. And let me tell y'all, the number one thing that I seen among all of those millionaires, those successful, people, was the fact that they were getting up early. Now, I will say that it didn't, not everyone got up at 4 o'clock in the morning. They had a 5 a.m. or 6 a.m., but I decided I was really going to try to be all I could be. And for me, I said I was just going to adopt this whole getting up in the morning at 4. Originally it was 5 and I decided, oh, I can do 4. So that's why I did. I know y'all probably are thinking, oh my gosh, you have absolutely lost your mind. Yeah, I thought that at first too. And I'll tell you, like the first couple of days, or maybe even the first week, I was really, really, really struggling. Like it was a challenge. It was a huge challenge for me. I would hit the snooze. I even use, so there's an app called Alarmy. And so with this app, because I'm all about, promoting different resources, and I love the app. Alarmy, it literally, you set the time that you want to wake up in the morning. And then when that time comes, you have an option to, you can do a math problem. I think you can do some kind of pattern and all of that. So when I tell y'all, I had Alarmy and I said, you know what? I struggled a little bit, but I knew that I was going to utilize this tool to help me. So I set my Alarmy that one of the mornings, Alarmy went off and it was a math problem. So the first, I think I had it set for a math problem at first, and that worked. It worked wonderfully. Okay. But then I would set the alarm. I would turn the alarm off with the alarm. By answering the question, answering the problem. And then I literally would go back to sleep. So I'm like, let me change this up a little bit because you can actually make it a little bit difficult or a little bit more challenging, with the math problem. But they had one too where you had to like take a picture of something. There's one where you have to actually, so take a picture of something. I think there's one where you have to go and find like the code, the barcode of something as well. And so I was like, you know what? Let me just set to where I got to take a picture of something. Okay. So here I am. The alarm goes off. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. I go to try to, disarm this, this alarm. And let me tell you, the thing would not go off. Like, I don't know if I was doing something wrong. So I ended up just deleting the whole app. I would not recommend that. That's not good. You don't delete the whole app. That defeats the purpose. But I deleted the whole app because I couldn't get it to turn off and I went back to sleep. So that Alarmy, otherwise I use Alarmy and Alarmy works wonderfully. I use the one for the math problem and it works great. So I did that and it worked great. To each his own though, whatever you use, I say roll with it. That just helped me for getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Now I simply just have either if I know I've been up real late the night before, then I will definitely use an alarmy. Otherwise, I'm so used to getting up at 4 o'clock now that literally, by a certain time, like I'm in bed by 10, and I'm up, if even probably before 10 sometimes, but I'm up and ready at 4 o'clock in the morning. But that is alarming. I wanted to really tell you all what really kind of started this whole thing because I was introduced to an amazing, amazing concept a long time ago that I have since then utilized over the years, and with me looking and doing some research on successful morning routines and billionaire and millionaire morning routines, it made me go back to a concept that I had learned years ago. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. He This book truly changed my life, and I'm gonna tell y'all that it when I read the book, I was at a place again where I was recognizing that I was trying to start a business, and this was years ago, trying to start a business and really needing to really feel empowered, to really empower myself to be able to get up early in the morning to work on things as far as from a business standpoint. And so I did some research, of course, because, we're supposed to do our due diligence and do our research. And so somehow I came across This guy, Hal Elrod, again, this was years and years ago. And I read the book and I was like, oh my gosh, he really is onto something. And so for those of you who don't know what the miracle morning is, it literally is where, you're going to turn your morning into, if you ask me, it's a miracle because it's a simple concept, but you can utilize the concept, and some of us are probably already doing pieces in the concept. And literally, it is where I'm going to tell you what is all included in this, the concept of the miracle morning. But you can utilize this. And even if you're just going to do, like, say for me, for an hour a day, you literally have the most productive hour. And it really, you've heard the saying that says, when your morning, when your day. That is so true. That is so true. I cannot tell you how many times there have been, days that I have not won my morning, and the whole day just absolutely is, yeah, it turns out so bad, just how you start the morning. You win your morning, and with the miracle morning concept, when I tell you, it will help you win your morning, win your day. So the what he discovered, and he discovered this, kind of really just looking at doing research, like how I had mentioned that I've been researching, trying to really find what is it that successful people are doing in the morning, so that I can adopt some of those concepts. And so he created the concept of miracle morning. And what it is he utilizes life savers is what he calls it. And savers is the acronym. So savers stands for silence, affirmations, visualization, exercise, reading, and scribing. When I tell y'all, when I read that, I was like, oh my gosh, this is an absolute game changer. It's a game changer for me because, you find videos, you find, people out there that say, oh, you need to get up early in the morning. You need to do this, you need to do that. But you really don't find a schedule per se. So you don't find, something that's going to be out there to where you can almost like follow it and mimic it. And, we all hear, oh, it's important to get up early. But some of us may be thinking, okay, I get up early and then what? Like, what do we do now? So Hal Elrod has these savers, and so in the book, The Miracle Morning, he actually breaks it down for you and, says, oh, you could utilize, he gives you suggested time. So silence, of course, literally just what it is spending that time, to yourself. And, for me, it's, meditating, it's prayer. Um, it's, literally just spending that time and for me in God's word. So he gives a suggested time. Of course you can change it. You can do whatever is best for you. But like I said, he gives a suggested time of, I think it's like 5 minutes. Well, for me, that's not enough. I need to be in silence and meditating. So meditating for 5 minutes could definitely work. But as far as, my prayer and devotion in the morning, it's way more, it's way longer than that. And then the other thing is the affirmations. And so he literally has, the time frame. And so some of us, it may be, you set that timer for 5 minutes, and then you're going to go over your affirmations. You're going to, either, read through your affirmations. For me, I'll tell you, I have my affirmations, and I have 10 minutes of affirmations that I actually had written down at one point, and I decided I was going to actually record myself saying the affirmations. So I recorded myself saying the affirmations, and I listen to them. I listen to them if I'm out and just need that, I need to hear my affirmations. And so literally I will play myself, which is the recording, reading over the affirmations. And then there's the visualization. And so we know how important it is to have that vision board and, something that we've created that has a collage of, those things that we're really wanting to manifest in our life. And so spending that time, visualizing and be, focusing on those things every single day, he suggests to spend like 5 minutes on that, the one, and then the next thing is exercise. So this part for me, exercise is, his recommendations or suggestion is for 20 minutes. Generally speaking, for me, that's like a 30-minute. When I do the 30-minute, this one probably is the one that I struggle with the most because of getting up in the morning and, you're trying to knock out so much stuff. And yeah, so for me, I am trying to stick to a 3 times a week, like Monday, Wednesday, Friday exercise schedule. So that's not an everyday thing for me. And then reading is the R, of course, in the savers. And it's 20 minutes of reading. So a lot of us have so many books on our list, like, oh, I'm going to read this book, I'm going to read that book. And guess what? You have that book, you have that list of books, and then the month goes by, and then maybe you didn't even read it, or maybe you didn't finish the books that you wanted to finish. So this is a really great way to spend 20 minutes. I mean, 20 minutes a day. Most of us spend 20 minutes a day, scrolling through Facebook and social media. So 20 minutes a day focused on a book that you've been wanting to read. For me, it's always the self development books. That's all I really read or listen to. So I will play a 20-minute, because I listen to Audible. And so I will play my book on Audible literally for 20 to 30 minutes. And that knocks out that 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and I feel productive because I know I've, accomplished being able to read part of that book, that I have a part of my reading plan for the month. And then the last thing is scribing. So it's so important with scribing, and that's journaling. If you're not a journaler, I would highly recommend trying it. So you have some journals that, they have the prompts and all of that for you. Some of us just like to freestyle it and just, write down our thoughts. For me, I look at it as a brain dump. So it's literally 5 minutes to get everything that's in your head out and on paper. And that's the way that I look at it. So this book truly, 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 truly changed. It was a game changer for me. It was truly a game changer for me. And I would highly recommend it if you are, like how I was, really trying to find something, that thing, something that, can help you just win your morning. The Miracle Morning is amazing. There's like a Facebook group. He has another book as well that he has since then, written, as well as I think a movie that is maybe gonna come out this month or next month or next year or something. But it's really a great concept that I feel like, once you read it and know it, it's something that'll definitely stick with you. Hands down, absolutely love it. So that is truly what kind of started my whole journey of I need to get up at 4 a.m., to work on my purpose. And since then it's been an easy, I'm going to tell you that, like I said from the beginning, it was not easy at first, but as the days go on, it gets easier. And when I don't get up at 4 o'clock, let me tell you, I can definitely tell the difference in my day. Now, certainly I'm not saying, oh, you need to get up at 4, you need to start getting up at 4. But if it works for you and you're trying to knock out things, like say, for instance, if you've been wanting to finish that book, you've been wanting to work on some things from a business standpoint, and you're still in the corporate world, you have to find the time to be able to work on your business. And so if that means you need to get up early, then get up early to work on your purpose. Get up early to work on your goals and your dreams. If it means staying up later, stay up later. You have to make the commitment and be intentional about the things that you're wanting to do for your business. So I just say today, make sure you're going to do that. Make sure you're going to have have that intention, be intentional as far as the things that you're trying to do from a business standpoint. If it means getting up early, then do it. You have to make that commitment. You have to be committed to what you're trying to do. And if you're trying to grow your business and brand, then guess what? Sometimes we got to just suck it up and be like, you know what? It's work, but guess what? I'm going to do it because of the fact that this is my goal. This is my dream. I want to be, do, and have what I want in life. And this is the only way that it's going to happen. We have to, we got to go and work through, the blood, the sweat, and the tears to get all of the things done. But in the end, you'll be so thankful that you did. You will be so thankful and grateful that you did. So I truly hope that if you haven't heard about Miracle Morning, that you go and check it out. Check it out, because I promise you, you will be so happy that you did. And please let me know. Shoot me a message. Let me know if downloaded. Look, if you downloaded the book, that's if you have Audible. But if you got the book, if you listen to it, if you're like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. If you read the book, this is amazing. Send me a message. Send me a message on Facebook. Send me a message on Instagram. Send me a message. Email me. I want to hear about how you felt about the Miracle Morning, because as I mentioned, it truly was a game changer for me. So I truly thank you guys for tuning in to today's show. Like I said, I am super excited. I can't wait into 2021. It's here. Yay. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. We're going to figure out what we're going to do about this holiday and being festive and everything else. Maybe by next show, which is next week, I'll have a whole different mindset. But I thank you so much for tuning into today's show. Truly, truly, it's such amazing. I truly hope that you all just have the most amazing week, the most amazing day. And if you are interested in starting your own show or podcast, please email envisionb@empoweronpurpose.com. Please tune in next week, where you will hear an amazing story and journey. And we will be ready. And we are going to talk more about getting ready for 2021 next week. EB Radio is the station that brings you music and talk radio that will encourage, motivate, and empower you for growth and success 24/7. EB Radio is your station for empowerment.
Thank you for listening to the Empower Hour with Jaresha, where Jaresha speaks with leaders, influencers, and motivators who share their journey in personal and professional growth, empowerment tips, lessons learned, and keys of success that will empower you to your best self. Follow Jaresha on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Jaresha Moore, and visit www.empoweronpurpose.com. Remember to be intentional and be empowered, and have a great day on purpose.